100K a year as a handyman in the A or wherever you at. Yeah, go on this journey with me. You want to fire your boss, you want to quit your job, you're sick of the 9 to 5, sick of the warehouse, sick of clocking in, sick of getting points. Yeah, man, if you want to take full control over your schedule and how much you make per day, per week, per month, and per year, then tap in with your boy. Right now, I'm on my way to a new project. When we get there, I'm gonna show y'all everything that's going on, all the work that I do, and how you can make 100K this year working for yourself as a handyman. Yeah, man, it's official. And I'm in the car right now. This is like my office. It's definitely a lot of driving, and you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go out and get that money on. I don't care how far it is, as long as they paying. If you gotta drive an hour away and an hour back to a job and home, maybe even stop at Home Depot, all this running around in one day, and when you get to the job, you can make $500 in less than 4 hours. Would you do that? I would. I would. I'd do it. I'm driving all over North Georgia every day to get a bag or to run my business. So yeah, man, that's what it is. Like I said, we headed to Stone Mountain. About to pull up at a residential house. If you don't know, my ebook is out right now. How to make 100K a year as a handyman. Go get it. It's on Amazon. It will be on Shopify real soon. I just need to record this video for my website and my YouTube for some more content. So when people go to click on my ebook, you can see this video. So I don't want to make this part too long, because when I get to the house, definitely got a lot to show you guys as far as the trades, you know, the different work, the skills you gotta have to make the money, the in-demand skills. So anyway, yeah, go cop that ebook at Trade Skills University on Instagram, on Facebook. Alright, so here we are. Again, the name of my business is Handyman Home Repair. I'm a carpenter and handyman for over 11 years. And this is how to make 100K a year as a handyman. Let's go. So yeah, this is a home I'm remodeling. Very beautiful neighborhood. So, you know, the owner can get ready to sell it. So I'm gonna walk you through what we got going on here, and then I'm gonna talk you through the different trades and the work, the scope of work. That way you can get a pretty good idea of what a day in the life of a handyman is like, the different type of work you gotta do, and the tools you need. So yeah, this is pretty much a sunroom that we just added. As you can see, this whole thing was the wall. This was the back of the house. This was originally the back of the house where this wall is. As you can see, that was a window, 2 windows right there, and that was a door. This is the header we put in for the sunroom. Open concept. Boom. Okay, I like that much better. And yeah, over there, that was another window. Like I said, that was the back wall. We opened up everything. Basically, the idea is to, make this space bigger. When you walk in, it looks bigger and more open space. Just upgrades and remodels to increase the value of the home. Well, let's see. Got a bunch of work going on. Plumbing, cabinets, all this has got to be taken out, and brand new stuff is going to be coming in here soon. It's definitely a huge project. This space right here is going to be converted into like an office. It was a dining room. We closed it up here, added this wall right here. And this is like the laundry room. Yeah. Upstairs loft area that we're also converting into a bedroom. Like I said, it's a very nice home, very nice neighborhood, and with the upgrades, yeah. This is the attic that's going to be converted into a powder room. So that was the loft area. Let's go here. Got some upgrades going on in this bathroom right here. Plan is to add a shower. Open that up, added some space right there. Make this a shower. Move the drain, has to be moved back. So we got some plumbing going on right here. We're gonna have to run the hot water line over that way for the shower. You have a cold water line. The toilet is gonna have to be moved there. That was the original toilet. That drain's gonna have to be moved over here, and the sink is gonna have to be moved somewhere here. So yeah, we're gonna need some plumbing work, some shower finishing work. And let's keep going. This is a pretty big home. A bedroom. Another bath that's gonna need finishing. So yeah, another bedroom. It's all been painted, freshly painted already. So it's just ready for the finishing touches. Here's the master bedroom. Again, this was a back wall. We opened it up. This was a door, like an actual door in the bedroom, which was creepy. This is gonna be the master bathroom. Gonna have a shower. Needs to get toweled there. So, as you can see, it's a lot of work that needs to be done. Gonna speak about the trades here in a minute. Alright, we back in the car. That was just one project, one job, one house, one location. Come with me on my way to do an estimate for another job, potential job. Estimates are very important in this business. The more estimates you go on, the more potential clients you can close. It's all about sales and marketing. In order to sell your services, you have to find someone to sell it to, and that's called a lead. And in order to get the money, you gotta close. You gotta close the contract, seal the deal. So Like I said, the more estimates you go on, the more chances you have at, earning potential, increasing your income. So we're on our way to Douglasville, and I'm gonna check in with y'all when I get there. Get some documentation just for my estimate here, but it's pretty clear. Just rip out the decking and replace the decking, and then reinforce it with a 2x4 here and here.
Oh, no. Go on, Cleo. Out. You don't live here. Go.
Is that a stray cat?
Yeah, my mom loves
Trying to
them.
join the family?
Yeah, my mom loves them.
Okay. So, yeah. So right now I'm gonna walk you through what I would do or how I would estimate a job so that I'm more likely to get the job. So I'm gonna go to Home. You see Home Depot, the first thing pop up, always at Home Depot. But the next thing here, HomeWise, informed decision. So basically, this is the goal. This is the gym. This is what I'm giving y'all. Free game. This is how you bid a job to where you can actually make money and land a job. You won't shoot yourself in the foot and end up not having enough money to finish the job, or you struggling even trying to get lunch because you underbid it so much and the job still has so much more work to be done that it's stressing and straining in order to continue to do the work, finish the work, because funds are on E. So anyway, this is what I would do. I would come HomeWise on my phone, and I would click. What did I just click? Installation estimates. So basically everything, any type of work that you're going to be doing, you can come here, you can search it, and I'm going to show you how I use this tool right now. So this was roofing pretty much, which, let's try exteriors, trim, siding and decking. Let's see, synthetic decking. No, this is more for just exterior repairs, not really roofing. So I would go, oh, here's roofing right here. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Panel roofing. Maybe that's it. Shingle roof. It's not going to be a shingle roof. And again, when you starting to do things, you might not always know, what you looking for. This could be your first time doing a project like this. Even though I've done roofing before. I've done roofing repairs. I've been on plenty of roofs. I don't know all the terminology when it comes to roofing. So, but the job that needs to be done, it falls on the carpentry. I can do that. I can demo and repair a roof. I might not be a roofer, but I'm a carpenter and I'm a handyman. Install panel roofing. And look, this is going to tell you, this is actually what I think it is. 120 feet, galvanized, coated steel shingles. Basically, what I'm looking to do is let's put it up on Home Depot. I'm looking to install some decking over this sunroom, because we don't want to install plywood and a full roof over just this sunroom, because that's going to be too heavy. Um, Whatever. Allow my location. I'm gonna have to take that off because I just seen my location. But that's crazy. Anyway, actually, it's already right here. Looks like, no, that's not it. Um, let's see, roofing, roofing. let's just type in roofing, see what comes up. I already looked this up. This is what I want right here. Some roofing, and this is exactly what it is. Roofing panels. Boom. So look, as you can see, you already know what she got on there. As you can see from the video, that basically it was this. It was just foam, because you can see how, which is more expensive for some reason. You can see how it was caving in the video. I should upload the video on here so we can be looking at the video right now. But this is basically what's there. Foam. It's foam. Virtually unbreakable. Yeah, right. Okay, see? Easy DIY install and ideal for patio and deck coverings. This is what they got up there. But I'm thinking that the metal will be better, or the PVC will be better, because obviously this failed once. She says it's been 15 years, but it still failed. But if it lasted 15 years, that's pretty good. But I'm not sure that. So I'm gonna, at least offer for her to use this. Okay. Even though I recommend the PVC. They don't even have the metal, but the foam is what we just looked at. I recommend something like this, PVC. We got this green one. They got clear and they got white. So it's pretty much the same thing, but it's PVC and it's cheaper. So yeah. Anyway, we know that's what it is. It's roof panels. So boom, let's go back. Why this thing keep popping up? Well, move this. All right, there we go. Let's go back to HomeWise. Where we at? Remove what? Ads and stuff popping up. Boom. We already where we need to be. Install roof paneling. 120 square feet approximately. So I'm gonna say that that's the same. What we got was about 10 by 10, which is 100 square feet. And so again, if you want to give a discount, you can take this down to 100 square feet, and we can see how, you know, how much. So right now, this is for the materials only. See, the total amount is coming up to $1,784, 1487 per square feet. Okay. Listen, tear off roof. We gotta tear the roof off. We gotta haul away the debris. So we checking all that. They're not really paying for any equipment. You gotta have all your own equipment. But if you want to charge for that or make it on the high end, you can keep that. Job supplies. Definitely gonna need all that supplies, fasteners, underlayment, drip edges, sealant, flashing. We need all that. So they gotta pay with that. So again, back up top. This is the estimate they're giving us for the materials only. And this is the estimate they're giving us for the labor only. Here's the low end and here's the high end. Okay. Take and do what you want with that information. You can go with the low end, you go with the high end, you can go somewhere in between. Like I said, I'm not a full-fledged home service company yet. I'm basically just a handyman with my own business, but I got a guy that who's like a apprentice. He comes out, he helps me. I'm building my team. So yes, I adjust my prices accordingly, but I'm not going to underbid and shoot myself in the foot. And again, this panel cost right here is for steel, 26 gauge galvanized coated steel. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at PVC, and the other one was like a foam. So if it was steel, then I can understand because it would be more expensive. So I'm going to have to adjust that price. They don't even really have the steel. It says that decking, that steel decking, that I know what they're talking about. That's the real stuff. That's the commercial stuff. We're not gonna use that on here. This is it right here. This is what they're talking about. $58 per, which is not that heavy. It's good, but obviously 29 gauge, it might be a little heavy. 58, 63 per a piece, yeah. You know. So that's why that what and it comes 12 foot. So 12 by obviously we're not going to work with this. I'm just calculating how they got their cost and what my cost is going to be. 129 square feet um times um like I said, you got the foam or you got the PVC. Let's go back. And the PVC, basically with the PVC, I estimate the materials to be around $300. So materials around $300. That includes this, like I said, the fasteners, the sealant, any flashing that we might need, plus, oh man, I'm tweaking. Plus, okay, this labor is going to stay the same, 617. So right now we at 825 without the cost of materials. And like I said, the cost of materials came up to around $300. So right now, what I'm up to is $1,125. Did you see where I got that from, guys? $1,125. I took my labor costs, said it's gonna take a day, about 8 hours to do this whole thing. My labor costs plus this is included with the material. So I said 300 is gonna be 346 plus the demo, $48. That's money. I probably would just include it, not charge anything for that. But look, that's money you can get, or you can take it off. You feel me? You know, you trying to bid the job to get it. That's $48 that you can save them, whatever, do it. Now this debris disposal, you might have to pay something to get rid of this. So 115, boom, look, 777, perfect. Plus the $300 for the uh materials. 46 is already included because I got it checked. 1,700, no, $1,077. So my estimate for this job that we just won an estimate on earlier today is $1,077. Okay, let's go back. Stop share real quick. All right. $1,077. Um, and that's good for a day for a day's worth of work. So I already sent the estimate anyway. I just wanted to go over it with you guys. But that was actually my first time drawing it up, but I went based off, you know, just being out there. And what I came up with was $900. I sent her an estimate for $900, and that was before I just did all of this. So that's only $177 off of the professional estimate tool estimate with the material that we're going to use. So still, one day's worth of work, $900. The material costs $300, so that's about $600 profit right there. And yeah, and that's how it's done. So, like I said, I already sent the invoice. I will go over how to do an invoice on here, but that's simple. I just showed you the whole, that's what that was. That was an invoice. This is your invoice. So you would just put your company's logo, start a new document, a Google Doc, a Word doc, whatever, notes, put your company logo in the top right hand corner, put invoice on the left hand side or in the middle, and then lay out the scope of work, what you're going to be doing, and then lay out the material costs, lay out the labor costs, include all this stuff in here, or make it just one line and then just tell them, oh, this is for this for that. Usually I say 30 to 50% of the invoice is due up front. That covers the cost of all materials and hey, whatever I need, my expenses, or if I gotta pay somebody, I need 30 to 50% up front, and that's gonna make this go way smoother for me and for you and get me out of here faster. So yeah, boom. Let's just see something else. Let's try another one. Okay. We can pick anything right now, going off the top. Let's say a shower or um some tile work. Install a shower pan. One shower pan, $900 for the shower pan. That's a lot, right? That seemed like a lot. I don't know what tile ready single threshold shower pan with center drain included. Hey, well, that's expensive. Um, yeah, I probably wouldn't use that. I would build my own shower pan, but let's not use that example then. Okay, what we got? Carpentry, build cabinets, hang curtains. Oh, that's nothing. Hang a door. How about a door? Hang an exterior door. Door calls. Most of the time, people gonna come with their already come with their own door. You're not gonna have to go. It depends. You can have a whole remodeling job and you just in charge of everything. But normally, if somebody calls you to their house to swap a door or repair a door, they're gonna already have what you need there. You probably just need to have all your on your tools. So basically, they're not paying for any supplies. They already got the door. You're just coming for the labor. No equipment allowance. 363 for door labor on the low end. So I always charge 350 for doors and 250 for windows. And you can it's an estimate, so it's fluid. You know, the job might call for more. That's why you gotta go see it. But yeah, man, that was cool. Um, yeah, so let's go over a little bit more about the trades. I know I kind of, recorded kind of quickly there. I was just trying to, show you guys a day in the life when I go do an estimate or when I go do some work at a job. It might be, I might have to go do a half day at one spot and then go do a half day at another spot. It might be an hour away from each other. That's just what it takes on the road to achieving your goals. Um, so yeah, a lot of what I showed you today was, basic, like the remodel of the house, it was some framing, some demolition. We had to add the sunroom, frame it, frame in a new opening, pour some concrete. It's a lot of electrical work, outlets and switches and lights, um, some plumbing, flooring. I gotta move a toilet, move a drain, gotta rent a jackhammer. Yeah, yeah. And then all that is just the rough work until we do the finishing work. This is why a handyman or a carpenter get paid so much because you brought in, you got to do the work it takes to make it work, and then you have to make it look finished at the end. It got to be finished, ready to live in, aesthetic, appealing to the eye, aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, um, some more things like painting. The house is gonna need to be repainted. Just little touch ups. The kitchen has to be finished. Cabinets, plumbing, water needs to be connected. Of course, the flooring. We already, you know, the door. All that is finishing stuff. Right now, like I said, we have to frame the sunroom. We had to pour a new foundation back there. We had to, move, jackhammer the floor out, the foundation out to run the plumbing. And that's not even making it ready to live in. That's just getting started. So yeah, man, this was how to make 100K a year as a handyman. It's been a great year, a lovely year. You know, ups and downs, trials and tribulations, but I went crazy. I made a lot happen in a year's time. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I appreciate it. The support, the love, the thanks, everything. I could not have done this without my support system. I could not be here right now without the people who was in my life and my circle that supported me through my tough times and my hard times. Again, man, that's how to make 100K a year as a handyman in the ATL, ATLian, or wherever you at. You can do it too. Grind, go hard, become financially free, financially independent. Fuck these jobs. They need us. We don't need them. Make yourself valuable out here. Increase your value, increase your wealth, increase your worth. Peace.